Yes, it surprised me the number of drone used by the Russian army when 40 drone has been destroyed, so they must have used more than 40. Say if Ukrainian drone 40 has been destroyed, they don't have left many after 40 had been destroyed. The Bayraktar drone given or sent by Turkey to Ukraine is only about 40 drones. So 40 drone of Russian drone destroy or shot down is a big number, but not surprised if their jet plane have been shot down in number of 105, and how many Russian soldiers had been killed. I got the latest figure, 15,300 Russian soldiers killed in this Putin war to date. Is a big number. So for 1 month, 15,000 killed is a big number. It's more than the number that have been killed in the Afghan war when Russia first invaded Afghanistan. So it was only about 10,000 of Russian soldiers die, but the duration is 10 years. But this one is just a month, 2 days, 15,000 die. But not surprisingly, because with more modern weapon, the rate of dying will be fast, because it's not shooting by bullets, it's shooting by missiles, artillery, and the rate of killing will be more. If one bullet will kill one soldier, but just imagine missile that destroy a tank. One missile can kill maybe 4 persons, and if that missile hit a truck with soldiers and hit the truck carrying soldiers, and then one missile could easily kill maybe 10 soldiers who were in the truck. So not surprisingly, in this modern warfare, killing rate is fast. So what else about Putin war? Many Russian soldiers surrender. They even kill their commander who forced them to fight. So these soldiers, common soldiers, got angry because they don't want to fight anymore. Even heard story of the stab their commander because they don't want to fight. So the morale of the Russian army is going down because they don't want to fight. They said they were cheated in fighting. They were deceived. They were told they were in exercise, and when they go into Ukraine, they were made to believe they were liberators against the government that suppressed the people, and the people in Ukraine are welcoming the liberator from Russia, but they were deceived to believe it like that. But when actually they came to invade Ukraine, they were faced with fierce resistance from Ukraine, which love their independence and don't want to be under the rule of Russia or Putin, which they know that very what they call suppressive government, no freedom of speech, is not a democratic country, and Putin was not the elected, or if he had won election, it was by unfair means, suppressing his opposition. So what is going on in Ukraine? A war that is unpopular war among the Russian. In Russia, the news there is that everything is okay in Ukraine according to the plan, but actually that is the news that the Russian government want to convey to the people, the population. But now it leaked out that it was not going on as planned. It was like a disaster, and the real news leaked to the Russian people by other means than the media, like the family of the prisoners call their family in Russia and start to tell the truth, and also the funeral of the general. The number of generals that had been killed was 6, but the high-rank officer in total was mentioned as 13 high-rank officials of Russian army killed in Ukraine, and they say it's also a big number of generals killed in a short time frame. So why is Ukrainian successful in fighting the Russian army? Is because of the supply of lethal weapons, namely by US. They supply the Stinger missiles, Javelin missiles. UK that supply the missile and low missile. All these missiles are hand carried. So the Ukrainian army is said to be nimble army, so they carry light weapons, but light weapon when fired can destroy jet plane, can destroy tanks. These light hand carry missiles, very effective. I've been telling I have made a comment that infantry is the queen of the battle, and I got a lot of like by saying that infantry is the queen of the battle. How do I know it? Because the British people or British army, or I read from British source saying the infantry is the queen of the battle. Sure, if the British saying that they had been involved in many world wars and they have been fighting in many places, sure won't they say that the queen of the battle is infantry? So it's credible statement, and I remember that, and I use that statement and make a comment in the YouTube. I got many likes on that, so it also raised the spirit of the Ukrainian fighting, because they carry only light equipments but very effective. So now if one say the infantry is the queen of the battle, is proven in Ukraine, the saying, because the casualty of the Ukrainian soldiers is only about 1,500 versus that they had killed 15,000. So the ratio of kill is like one Ukrainian fighter killed 10 Russian soldiers. So and for that reason, we see that though the Ukrainians are in smaller numbers compared to the Russian, number of Russian soldiers, but look like the Ukrainian army is winning this war at this moment. Okay, by seeing the ratio of kill, and surprisingly this Stinger missile is showing again its effectiveness in this Putin war. It has shown its effectiveness in Afghan war before, and now it is the same name. Stinger missile is effective weapons, hand carried, hand fire, and able to destroy the low flying jet plane of Russian jet plane. That is amazing. And also the G-Low missiles, and also on the other hand, so many Ukrainian soldiers is using hand carry missiles, or just it is not guided missiles, will just be a grenade throw like RPG thing, like the German is sending its Pisa, they call it 3 Pisa 3 that look like RPG but more developed than the RPG of Russian origin. They also carry some RPG as well, but enough. It will not be blowing the tank, but it's enough to destroy the tank. It break the tank wheel and make it immovable, or then they can, what Ukrainians do, they confiscate the tank and then repair it, and then because there's a report that the Ukrainian tank number increase, not decrease but increase. So why it increase? So original number is 8,000, so if it is increased, so they must have got it from confiscating Russian tanks. And some of Russian soldiers just abandon their tank, and when they abandon the tank, Ukrainian will put Ukrainian flag on top of the tank, and it become their tank, and remove the letter Z, which is a sign that Russian tank used to indicate is their tank, Z. What else they use? Yes, the letter Z. I've seen Russian tank painted with letter Z. It was like hand painted letter Z. Doesn't look beautiful to me. So it was just done in a hurry, painted Z, letter Z. What else is interesting? So many of the Russian soldiers surrendered. In fact, Ukrainian government offered them money if they surrender their tank, and promised them that they will be given citizenship in Ukraine if they decide not to go back to Russia. Of course, many of these soldiers don't want to go back to Russia after they surrender, because they say if they go back to Russia upon surrendering, then most likely they would be killed. So why not, to save their life, just stay in Ukraine and get citizenship there, get a job there, maybe get married there. All these things can be done and change their life, change their citizen, maybe change their name as well, so that no one recognize them, that they were ex-soldiers before. All these things can happen. Why not live for another days, another years? Why not, rather than be killed? Or some of soldiers also like to live long, like anybody else. Okay, what else I can talk about? Russian soldiers surrender. That is very interesting. Okay, the trouble in Russia. So one news I heard, someone in Russia throw a Molotov cocktail bomb to Kremlin. It caused minor damage, some small fire only, but that is indication that the Russian people are very much against this war, and some brave Russian people so defiant start to throw Molotov bomb to Kremlin building. So, and also one of the important men in Russia who has been close to Putin escaped to Turkey. So maybe they ask for what we call exile. Of course, everyone want to save their life. If they know they would be killed if they go back to Russia, so the best move is to go out of Russia. If they have money, some of them also reach the oligarch who don't believe to work for Putin anymore. So why not live in other country and be happy in living feel safe and live in other country. Sure, other country would welcome them if they say they ask for protection from this suppressive government. So they believe Putin rule in Russia. If Putin lost this war, Putin will not be president anymore because he will become so unpopular that people will race against him. Then what he will do before that, of course he would be angry because he is also a rich man, and they say one of the richest men in the world. I don't know whether it's true, but I've seen his yacht ship that expensive, and he also had a palace. So all this luxury in life will be gone. Sure, he would be angry when the luxury in life is gone. You would be having, we call, unhappy ending. Of course. And also Joe Biden, American president, was saying that Putin is a criminal. Putin is a criminal. So maybe that saying also affect the Russian people. I don't know whether the message, what he's saying, will get to the Russian people and they will be affected by it and believe that they need to change their leadership into a better one. Of course, there are so many people or candidates in Russia, so they also suffer because of Putin, that West is putting on sanction on Russia. Even a Russian lady saying he like to drink Coca-Cola. So after the sanction, there's no more Coca-Cola in Russia, so he missed that drink. So sure, he's not happy with the sanction, and she is not happy with Putin in related to Coca-Cola not available in Russia anymore. Okay, thank you very much for listening.